Reverend JJ, wearing an original 1977 Dawn Post Vader mask. I hope you can hear me. You can see a bit of my collection behind me on the wall, and I have a lot of work to do. I've taken some time to think about the movie after my initial reaction, and what I have to say is I still feel the same, just not as angry about it. I will break down the parts that I found most disappointing. It literally makes you breathe like this. Anyway, and yes, this is the real deal helmet. Alright, so, first off, Poe does something amazing and then gets smacked and demoted. Second, there's no gravity in space, but apparently bombs can fall down. That girl didn't fall out, though, somehow. And Leia is the Mary Poppins of space. Never trained. They emphasize that in the book Bloodlines, how she never trained. She had a force sensitivity, but she never trained. But once again, never training doesn't matter, because Rey's like a god, and she hasn't been trained at all. Not sure where they're going with this. Kylo, who is trained. My grandson, while I do enjoy his flying and his ship, and of course his homages to Lord Vader, I simply have trouble believing that that Snoke is able to not just to attach their minds, know their every thought, connect them from across the galaxy, Rey and Kylo. He was not able to sense Kylo using the Force to make something move next to him, a lightsaber, which would have made sound too, and igniting it. That made no sense. They built this guy up, and then they just dropped him. So, Laura Dern, I mean, basically lives could have been saved if they just told Poe the plan. He was high-ranking. Why did he not know the overall plan? It was like watching a slow-motion fight. If I was in my executioner, I would have launched every TIE fighter and bomber I had and kept swarming them. They had at least a capability of 10,000 TIE fighters that could have gone out there between the Dreadnought and all the Star Destroyers. And you're telling me those things are slower than what they had? And then there's all the new stuff and what they did to Luke. You can see, if you go online, Mark Hamill pictures after the screening. I don't even think he knew that he died. They easily could have just shot that scene, had his hand come up. He thought he survived. And then, he's sitting in the theater and all of a sudden finds out, nope, you've dissipated into the Force. So we'll bring you back as a Force ghost in the next movie. And the Yoda part, it just looked weird. It was cool to see the lightning, but that was just weird. It sounded weird. It looked weird. The other parts, obviously the visual effects were great, stunning. But we had things like that big blaster that was going to knock down the thing. But what's the point of having all these huge AT-ATs? They could have easily shot down that door and just unloaded with those new giant cannons they have on them. What's the point of having them? And they could have released, troops on the ground like they did in Empire Strikes Back. That's how you attack. It felt then the Rose, the casino scene was just ridiculous. It was like the prequel CGI just stuck in the middle of the movie for nothing. No real reason except to say don't hurt animals, which, I'm cool with, but, and one thing I noticed too is it was very, very feminist. I mean, the movie, every girl is right. I mean, Rey is telling Chewbacca how to fly the Millennium Falcon, his ship. Now his ship, she knows. He's been flying it for almost 70 years. So that just seems crazy. Then the jokes, the forced jokes, excuse the pun, the forced jokes were just that. They were forced. There we go. Snap that sucker in. Alright, so that's what I feel, without cursing. I mean, the green milk, that was just an unnecessary, disgusting scene showing how far down Luke has fallen. And the very idea, he tried to redeem me. He tried to redeem Vader. Even the most evil of evil. And he did it. He succeeded. He found the good in him. He couldn't do that in his own. He was going to execute his own nephew. That's not believable. And remember, Mark Hamill said on the 40th anniversary panel and many times since that he fundamentally disagreed with what they decided to do with his character. He has said it. You can look it up. You can look it up on YouTube. You can look it up anywhere. So, there's a picture of him with the director. The director's all smiling, and he just looks, right after the premiere, he just looks depressed. The idea that Leia could do that Mary Poppins thing, I mean, first off, she would have had the explosion, would have just did what it did to everybody else, including Admiral Akbar. That's a really noble death. They really want to push it, don't they? Kill all the guys. Chewie's next, probably. Then you've got, it's a basic slow motion scene. It's ridiculous. They could have easily sped up. They could have launched thousands of TIE fighters. Why wait for the gas to run out? That's not Sith. That's not even dark side. That's not even good military strategy. Ask Sun Tzu. Anyway, so then you've got, the Laura Dern hyperspace thing that just destroys everything. Captain Phasma. What happened to her? Once again, nothing. She just gets killed easily. She's gone, and that's it. She came off as a lame character that they built up super high and should have gotten a lot more attention than she did. Gwendolyn Christie's a great actress. And then, I don't know, I just felt depressed. I mean, I feel like I'm just going to collect old school stuff, do reviews of old school stuff, and that's just kind of how it's going to be. And not because, like Porgs, they weren't even named in the movie. They were pure marketing, pure selling. That's what a lot of it was. Change his clothes one time, make a new suit, make a new figure of Luke. He's got changes his clothes. It should have been so much more epic than that. And it was very disappointing and very depressing. And to be honest, I'm not even sure I'm going to go to see the next one. Maybe I'll see it weeks later. It'll be the first premiere on this. Or I'll wait till Redbox. Anyway, those are my thoughts. And there's a lot more, but I don't know. I just can't. It's just an awful. To me, it was an awful movie. And that's my final thought on it. Thank you for watching. I have some more review videos coming up. Thank you very much. Bye.